I'm so scared right now.
What?
What?
I just wanted to say thank you for being there for me through everything, and I really appreciate it. It's been a rough couple of months, and I know I haven't been the best friend to you either, but I appreciate you just still being there for me.
Of course. I love you.
Wait, what?
I always forget that we're live. I always think it's a recording.
So we're back at Pistol House today. Hopefully the connection. Oh no, I can't tell. Hang on. Let me increase it.
Oh yeah, I see. It looks like a little glitchy.
It's good on this side.
It is? Okay. Oh, it's back to normal.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure our connection was solid. So, welcome back, guys. We're back at Pistol House this morning. It's beautiful outside. It's a little sweaty. It's a little sticky. But that's okay.
Moist.
You know what? That's okay.
I know everybody hates that word.
Moist.
Everybody hates that word. I don't know why.
But it's like too beautiful to not be outside, so we're here. Although it shouldn't rain. We should be okay.
Nature.
We're reconnecting with nature.
I think it's called like grounding.
Oh, grounding?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is.
Grounding.
I don't know. I clearly need some grounding because you can always tell a girl's mental state by her current hair, and I randomly went and did this fun little copper stripe, which I love, but also, like, girls be doing that when they have mental breakdowns.
I know, when you posted that on your Instagram, I was like, oh, we've done something new.
You can always
it looks great, but I was like, oh,
bad
it's new.
a woman's mental health is by what she does with her hair.
Oh my god, it's so real though.
Again, I love it. It's fun. It's a different, like, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's just like a fun little stripe that I did in my hair.
Ooh, in the sun it looks good too.
But I'm like, also, she be going through it. But before we get into that, let's take a look at what we got here, because Pistol House did not come to play. So I did the iced latte with a strawberry cinnamon syrup.
Oh, I thought you just got like a basic oat milk latte. Ooh, I didn't realize that.
So good.
Oh my god.
That is actually incredible. And I'm not even a coffee person. I'm like trying to get into coffee because everybody else drinks coffee, but I am like not a coffee person. But this is like by far one of the best ones I've had in a long time.
And it doesn't make you shake anymore? Good. I feel like it's just the espresso that makes you shake, because I'm the same way.
I did take a shot actually it was like 2 back-to-back shots of espresso one time at a coffee shop because everybody was doing it and I didn't know why. And so I was like, well, I'll try that. So I took 2 and like the whole day I literally was like, and I was like, I'm on drugs. I was like, this shouldn't be legal. I was like, I can't drive like this, let alone drive a plane somebody while my hand is like, ugh.
That is the worst pain in the world, when you've like chugged some kind of caffeinated drink and not had food and then have to go and do a facial. Like, it almost feels like you have to slow yourself down on purpose. Like, I feel like I'm washing people's faces and I'm like,
literally.
Like, it's insane.
Literally.
It's like,
and then also, wait, what did you get to drink?
Oh, I got a matcha with almond milk, which I normally get it with like either 2% or skim, and then I got it with a brown sugar vanilla syrup. It's really yummy.
Oh, it looks so good. And then we also really got to share this incredible cinnamon roll. I love cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, it looks so good.
So let's get into it. Let's do a quick little check-in. So I've always been open and honest with you guys, and literally before we hopped on live here, I made poor Vera cry just like talking about things with her. Like, I've definitely been going through it a little bit. Things have been a little bit rougher than normal for me, and if you're new to my podcast, if you're new to me in general, my name's Olivia. This is Rock Bottom.
Welcome to my podcast.
It's called Rock Bottom because I be at rock bottom quite a bit. Mentally, I struggle with depression, probably borderline bipolar depressive disorder, and I struggle with crippling, debilitating anxiety to the point where sometimes I can't go to work. I can't get out of bed sometimes. My life all around me suffers, and lately it has been at an all-time high. I have attributed some of this recent spike in my mental health problems due to the fact that I haven't had a cycle for many years, and suddenly my cycle has returned because I've started making a lot of health changes in my life. So it's a positive thing that my cycle has returned, but my hormones have taken a massive hit. And I've really been at kind of an all-time low. And if you are somebody who struggles with that and you understand that, just know I'm here for you. You're not alone. Please reach out if you need help. I have had to reach out to friends and family when I've had some really desperate, hard mornings. And I'm really grateful for you being there. I don't want to cry on live. But I've been going through it a little bit. And I'm just really grateful for all the support and the love that I have around me. So I'm really thankful for that. I had like a really great conversation with my dad yesterday, and both my parents have been there for me. Zach has been my rock through everything. And it's been a little tough, but I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I'm finding reasons to push myself in the morning and wake up and like want to continue to do all of this. And I'm just really grateful that I have a platform where I can express myself and all of the things that I'm going through, because I know there's others going through it too. And nobody is alone in that. So again, thank you guys so much for being a part of it. And I will always be open and honest about those things that I'm going through. So yeah. Anyways, let me just not sit on here and cry for 30 minutes with you guys. But there is moments where I have really good days, and I'm sure on social media it looks like everything is just happy all the time, because that's the point of social media. But I have found that I need to find balance, and part of that balance is stepping away sometimes. And so I'm working on that right now. I'm working on a way where I can kind of step back a little bit in terms of like social media presence. I still want to be there to share my stories with everybody, but sometimes I need to step away for my own sake. So again, if you're going through it and you just need someone to reach out to, I'm here for you. If you have a best friend, I literally,
that helps.
Zach and Vera literally hold it down. The way the two of them, Zach drove me to the beach last night so we could sit on the sunset, and I'm really lucky to have that. So as always, I love you guys. And now let's switch the subject so that I don't just sit here and cry for 30 minutes.
Yeah, because our mascara is running.
Here for. But I will say, like, my dad had some really cool advice yesterday, because a big part of my, like, my struggles are everything that goes on in the world affects me. And it's one of those things where that's a positive thing, but also a negative thing. Positive meaning I care so much about everything happening in the world. Negative meaning it just takes a toll on me. And just everything that's happening is just you can't even turn the TV on without like something awful happening on the news. And like what happened in my home state, Texas, and just everything going on has just like been really heavy for me. So that's part of needing to step away from like online presence, social media a little bit. But when I was talking to my dad yesterday and I was explaining like how this feeling has really kind of like congregated in my life and like shadows over everything that I do, he was like, Olivia, there is always going to be something else that is shitty that is happening. And I mean, as like terrible as that is to like say, it's such an honest, brutal truth that sometimes that's what I need to hear. It may not sound like the most positive thing to hear, but it is true. Like
sometimes with you that makes you feel better.
Yes, that's just me. I respond better to negativity sometimes.
Or just like the cold, hard truth. Like even if it's not like intentionally
that's
mean,
the Scorpio in me.
It's like the cold, hard truth hearing of that. I feel like that almost gives us that kind of like relief.
Yes.
Even though it's not maybe in the best tone all the time.
So I was appreciative of his advice that even though something that could be happening in the world right now is so devastating and I'm struggling to understand why this is happening to people or why we are going through this or why the suffering, he was like, just think about also all of the incredible things that you're lucky to have in your life. And sometimes selfishly, I do forget those things. And it was just really special to have him, my mom, Zach, you, everybody just kind of reminding me like that there is purpose to this life and like what we go through and everything. So I will always be grateful for having that support around me, and I'm getting better every day. I try hard not to go down the route of like medications, and medications are great, and if you choose to take medications, I 100% love that for you. I personally am trying to find ways to learn to love this life without relying on substance, so a part of that sometimes is going through these like deeper suffering moments. And I just came off my cycle, and again, I think that for me is a big part of why I am struggling a little bit, is this sudden return of my menstrual cycle has also ignited this hormone set. So thank you guys always for just listening. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm working on it, but if you see me and I seem distant, just give me some grace and, you know, just some support from afar, because I could use all of that, all of the energy, if you will. I need to have like a shaman come out and just like sage.
Oh, the last thing I thought you were going to say was shaman.
Oh.
Oh my God. We should get the office saged.
Yes.
Like the office.
I just meant like I need one walking around with me at all times.
That would also
like,
be
he just needs to follow behind
good.
me with like a sage stick and
Yes.
Palo Santo and just being like whatever they say, and just like follow behind me at all times.
Literally.
I used to think I was cursed when I was little, like that I did something to like curse me to have this like dark cloud that surrounds me sometimes, but it's not a curse. It's literally a chemical imbalance. It's literally my anatomy and my DNA. And I'm working really, really hard to get past all of the anxiety that does crowd me. And sometimes I literally don't even know how to explain it, but it is like a 50-pound weight on my chest of pain that it just feels like it may be never ending. And I just am really, 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 really working my hardest to get through this darker chapter in my life right now. So again, if you are somebody going through that, please reach out for help. Please reach out to your friends, your family, and just know that like you have a purpose here. And if you're like me and you don't know what that is, sometimes that's okay also. Your friends will remind you. Okay, enough being crazy and sad and like vulnerable, but that's literally why this is called Rock Bottom. And when I first started this podcast and everybody was like, why are you calling it rock bottom? Because I hit rock bottom at least once a month.
It resonates, okay?
I've been crashing out very regularly, and I'm doing my best to just navigate what that's like. And so, you know, even if you're not in the aesthetic industry and you're just a human who also struggles with pain and suffering and just those moments of darkness, you can relate to this podcast, because I'd be talking about that a lot on here. But getting back to aesthetics a little bit and kind of talking about some different subjects so that we can kind of lighten the mood a little bit, because I'm not about to go to work after this just like bawling my eyes out.
We both show up and they're like puffy.
Like,
we're like,
also,
hi guys.
both of us being Scorpios, we're just water signs. So like,
emotional.
I'd be emotional.
She literally told me one thing in the office yesterday, and I was like, I love you, but I have to walk out of this room right now because I literally have to grab my client in 2 seconds, and I can't. I was like, I can't be like sitting here crying in front of my client.
I absorb pain, and
I feel like you and I are the exact same way like that.
I feel like that has always been such a blessing, because
but a burden. Yeah, because it fucking sucks.
Because I have had friends and even family members who have laid their pain and suffering on me, and I've absorbed it so that they could feel relief, which was, I felt like a superpower for so many years. And then it became too much, and it became overbearing. I couldn't bear all of the pain and suffering that was constantly being put on me.
Yeah.
And it was nobody's fault. Nobody was doing it on purpose or taking advantage of me, but it's just my nature to be an absorbing sponge of emotion. And like, I think people can sense that. And so people tend to open up and, you know, expel all of their pain around me, knowing that it's a safe space, of course. Mm-hmm. But I do think I haven't found a way to redirect that pain.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still
other than the airbender thing, the light, or what's it called?
Wait, okay, if you used to watch
oh my god,
The Last Airbender.
I'm also having
yeah, please cut into that. If you used to watch The Last Airbender, there is an episode where Zuko is learning how to lightning bend with his uncle Iroh, and that episode still to this day resonates me, because they're talking about how they redirect
their anger,
the energy,
or the yeah.
And I was like, I have to learn how to do that, because here I am the lightning is the energy that I'm absorbing, and it comes down here and it sits right here. And I haven't found a way to move it from here out so that I'm redirecting that pain and the dark cloud that kind of sits on me sometimes. So I'm learning that. That was like my little nerd moment of the day. I love that show.
I'll never forget the first time you told me that. I was like,
a waterbender. Yeah, you were like, oh, wait, what? And I was like, Fiera, go watch The Last Airbender. Wait, what year were you born?
2000.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it was 2000. Yeah, I think it was 2000s, but you must have been like a baby when that show came out.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I'm doing all of the things that I can to just wake up with a new attitude and really find positive moments in even some of the darkest days that I have. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Please don't choke and die on live.
They literally just pan to the second view. No, and we're like over there. You're doing like the Heimlich on me.
And I'm like, she's taking a break.
Oh my god.
So terrifying. Anyways, let's get into some different lighter topics so that I don't just again sit here and cry for 30 minutes with you guys. And if you want to reach out and you feel like the need to want to share an experience or a moment or a memory or even just a comment and thought with me, please do. I'm an open book. Hit my DMs up. Again, you don't have to be a client of mine. You don't even have to be a follower. If you just feel like you're connecting with a stranger on the internet and you feel compelled to say something, I'm here. And that's why I have this podcast. I felt compelled to just share with the world what I'm going through because I know others go through this as well. How is the cinnamon roll?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I kind of feel like it's like a sourdough something. Cause
it is.
has that,
I think it is sourdough. I think it's a sourdough
it's really, really
cinnamon
good.
roll. Okay, so
it's yummy.
Switching topics here. You recently opened up on your Instagram about the dangers of buying products on Amazon, and I kind of wanted to touch on that.
Yes.
And sorry if that seems like an ADHD redirect, but
that's all we know how to do.
That is
so
all
leave
we
us
know how to
alone.
We're unmedicated.
That's our coping mechanism. So anywho,
talk to me about Amazon. Why
Literally.
is it dangerous for people to buy things on Amazon, like skincare? I mean,
so it actually all kind of stemmed from, obviously, most of you guys know about Pomp, how we've recently integrated that into the practice. And she sent out an email, and I've been telling my clients this for like ever. Like, please don't do that. That is not smart. But Pomp even gave me a little bit more information on it too, which my biggest points in it were always like, we don't know the temperature. For me, that was always my biggest thing when I talk to clients about it. These products could be sitting in a warehouse where the warehouse is reaching up to 100, 110 degrees.
So true.
Even if you think about it, like they have put that in the news. Hey, be careful with your benzoyl peroxide, because if benzoyl peroxide reaches a certain temperature, it turns into what's the chemical it turns into? Benzene?
Yeah, benzene.
It turns into benzene, which is like very freaking toxic. So for me, that was the biggest thing. Like, we don't know the temperature these things are being kept at. And once, if you think about it.
Let me touch on that really quick though.
With
just a quick pause.
Yes.
So from a chemistry standpoint, when products are formulated in a lab, they are formulated to withstand certain temperatures, okay? Sometimes I see things on social media about people talking about how, for instance, that particular product, there was a moment like a year ago where it went viral because everybody was like, oh my God, this product causes cancer, blah, blah, blah.
That's not
true. What happened was, if that product is exposed to an extreme temperature, and we're talking extreme heat, like well over 130 degrees Fahrenheit, you are now changing the chemical composition of the formula, okay? So when that happens, you are, yes, at risk of creating something that is not the original design of the formula from the biochemical standpoint, okay? So when a product is formulated originally, it has a function, it has a purpose, and that formula is stabilized. When you introduce those ingredients to an unstable environment, i.e. an aggressive environment change, you are changing the composition. And it comes back to basic chemistry where we talk about liquid, solid, gas, okay? Same thing happens. If a certain product is left in the heat too long, things can happen. It can change the state of the matter. It can change the molecular composition of that formula. So if that happens, yes, there can be some risk to the product because you've now created this unstable chemical experiment going on if you leave a product in your car or things like that. So in regards to what she's saying about products possibly being bought from like an Amazon warehouse or whatever warehouse, whatever, you are correct. There is no guarantee of temperature regulation.
There's no regulation of any of it.
It could be in Homeboy's car, and he's just selling it on Amazon. Okay, so that was one of them. Okay.
That was one of them. The unverified sellers thing. I didn't even realize that was a thing. I didn't know that on Amazon you could even have like these unauthorized, unverified sellers. So like some person could literally, this is a stretch, but some person could literally go to a med spa down the street, buy a Glymed product, empty it out, and go make her own thing and fill it.
Yes.
Like if she literally wanted to, like I don't know if that's actually happening, but like if she really wanted to, like yeah.
It did. There was a huge I don't know if it was a lawsuit. I don't really know the details, and I don't want to get in trouble for like talking about this, but I'm not involved in any way, so I shouldn't get in trouble. But if I do, you guys will know.
You'll find out.
You'll know. So there's a brand called Dermatology.
Oh yeah.
DRMTLGY. I don't know. They got rid of some of the letters, and they have great products. I like their products. We actually carried them for a little bit in store. Suddenly we got an email saying that they were no longer allowing for wholesale to private retailers such as myself or other med spas or other estheticians in the area, because someone had gone on Amazon and listed themselves as Dermatology, like as if they were representing the brand.
So
we're
dumb.
selling products that come to find out were either expired or contaminated, and somebody who had bought those products through Amazon thinking that they were the Dermatology brand authorized products had some sort of severe reaction and was like pursuing legal action against that brand. So yes, unfortunately, someone can literally go on Amazon tomorrow and be like, I'm Olivia Alatorre and I'm selling these products. And if you were on there and you were like, oh, Olivia's selling this product on Amazon, I'm going to buy it real quick. Not me.
Yeah.
You should always double check. Now, with that being said, there are some brands that do authorize sales. They're called third-party drop shipping sales through Amazon. It is important that you go to that product's website, that brand or that company's website first, because they should have somewhere on their website a disclosure that lets you know we do also sell third party on Amazon.
Yeah.
And basically what that means is if you purchase that product directly from Amazon, it's not coming from an Amazon warehouse. It's not coming from some Joe Schmo's back of his car. It's still coming from the original brand or the original company's warehouse or distribution center. It's just being sold third-party drop shipping through Amazon. So Amazon's making like a little royalty from that. The company's still making their royalties from the sale. You're still getting the product in an ethical manner. And there's a little bit more of a guarantee of that ppproduct that you're going to get, the quality of the product. But always check the websites first, because certain brands like Skin Better, they do not sell on Amazon. And I see the products on there all the time and I'm like, oh god, I don't know where that's coming from. I don't like.
Even Glymed has that pop-up message. So like every time you go to Glymed's website,
does not authorize Amazon sales. If you are buying Glymed products on Amazon, I cannot stand behind and guarantee that you are getting A, the product you ordered, B, a properly regulated quality guaranteed product.
Yeah.
C, you don't know where that's been. You do not know where that's been. So Amazon has its dangers. It's not just about like this whole like only buy from me. That's not even it.
Yeah, that's not even the point.
That is not even it.
Yeah.
We are trying to protect you because I have had clients who have purchased something on Amazon and it did not smell right, or it did not come looking right, or it had Chinese lettering on the back that I was like, that's not where that comes from.
Yeah.
So please be mindful. Okay, so temperature regulation is a huge one.
Unauthorized
sellers.
There was another one.
It was your video.
I know. That's why I'm like, wait,
I'm
what?
trying to remember. Price obviously is a big one. We can't guarantee.
Oh. I mean, this one is kind of like it comes with it, but I feel like for some reason, and I didn't fully get into this in the video. I feel like for some reason people think, oh, if I get it on Amazon, it's going to be cheaper. Literally, that's not true. Like, literally, no, it's not. Like, I understand that maybe you have Prime or something, you know what I mean? And like you might get free shipping or something like that. But it's not cheap. If it's cheaper on Amazon, then isn't that like a red flag to you in your head? Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be buying this product if it's like cheaper than like the real version of it, because that's literally telling you it's not the same. It's not the same.
Let me touch on this because we've talked about this before. If you are an esthetician or a business or owner or a med spa owner or whatever, and your client has a budget, you owe it to them in your career to be able to work within their budget.
And you can find something.
I've seen some awful things on the internet before where people are like, don't even book an appointment with me unless you have at least $2,000 to drop on new products. That's disgusting. In this economy, really, don't be like that. Honestly, that's a cop-out for you just not knowing ingredients, or you just not knowing formulas or basic biochemistry, which honestly, if you're trying to sell yourself, if you're trying to sell yourself as a corrective care esthetician, but you only know 4 products and how they work, and those are the only things you sell, you are not doing your entire job correctly. You owe it to your clients to be able to properly guide them with resources based within their budget. Nobody should be not able to pay rent because they're trying to afford their skincare routine. With that being said, there are definitely products that I would consider are top tier, okay? Yeah. So there are products out there that I'm like, hey, this may be a $200 serum. The science, the chemistry, and what goes into this product absolutely backs up why it might be so expensive. However, if you can't afford that, let me use my knowledge as an esthetician to be able to provide you with other options. Because you guys, we live in such a trying time, and if your entire practice is based on your clients only being able to drop $2,000 for their routine, you're not going to make it in this economy. Yeah. And as a successful esthetician, I can tell you, I have clients that spend this much. I have clients that spend this much. All of my clients are happy. All of them are seeing results. All of them are living within their budget and their means, and we are still tackling all of their concerns. Now, when you're spending a little bit more on your products, you might see those results a little bit sooner, a little bit faster. That is why you're paying for that. There is a reason behind why certain things cost a little bit more versus other things. Yeah. At the end of the day, as an esthetician, I truly believe a good esthetician should never blame a client for their budget as to why they're not seeing results or as to why they can't be helped by you. A good esthetician can say, all right, you got $100 budget. I can build you a whole routine. Yeah. We can still make it work, and I've got all the knowledge and the ingredient knowledge to help get you through that. So again, if that's something that you realize that you're like, you know what, I only carry 4 products in my spa or whatever, I only carry 1 line and I only know how this line works. Do yourself a favor and just get out there. Start learning. Sign up for classes. Ingredient knowledge. GlyMed literally has free classes. Thousands of free classes that you can literally just log on the website, and it's just ingredient knowledge.
It's such a good beginner skincare line to have too. Like if you're a starting esthetician, like, because they have literally like one of everything. Yeah. So it literally is like the perfect starter.
And let's talk a little bit real quick about the difference between like a $70 GlyMed product and like a $200 Skin Better product. Yep. So a little bit of understanding here. When it comes to a product that is essentially higher in cost, and now granted this is not only always the case, because there are some products out there that be charging $200 and they are water in a bottle. Again, your job as an esthetician to understand.
In Alaska.
It's from a glacier in Alaska. And if you are an esthetician who genuinely can't look at the back of a bottle and understand the ingredients, you need to go back to the drawing board and you need to start relearning. Yeah. When there are products that have a higher cost, there is technically, or usually, science behind why that formula is more advanced. There's usually a patent on some sort of ingredient in that formula that makes that formula unique and special to that brand as to why it might have that higher cost. Usually the bottle itself has some sort of science or technology that protects the efficacy of the formula within, so that again, it has that reason for those higher costs. Not to say that a lower cost product doesn't have still the ability to bring your client results or to have great potential. It's important to understand that some of those lower cost products might be sourcing less expensive ingredients, less expensive and less intricate technology, a little bit more of a basic technology. And your client might just need a little bit more time using that product to see the same results that they might have if using a more advanced product or more expensive product. So the way I always like to compare it for my clients is, hey, both these products are still great. Product A might only cost you $50, but you might need to wait 6 to 8 months before you really see any changes in your skin. Product B is going to cost you $150, but you're going to see changes within 2 weeks of using this product. That is a great way for you as the esthetician to relay the difference in pricing to your clients based on the formulas, based on the technology, and the basic biochemistry of those formulas. And if you can't differentiate, call me, we'll sign up, we'll do tutoring, or you need to go online and you need to really start researching. And you know what, even if you work at a med spa where you don't have like a say in what they sell, what did I tell you when I first hired you? I literally told you
that if I wanted to like look into stuff, I could and like, bring it to
I told you, I said, bring it to my attention. And then also when I hired you, I specifically remember saying anything that sits on that retail wall, I should be able to point to, and you should be able to tell me off the top of your head how that formula works and the first 3 ingredients.
And you did make me do that too.
I would literally what is that? I would pull a product off the shelf and I would be like, Fulvic Elixir, tell me the first 3 products and how does this work in the skin?
I'd be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
And I was like, because I'd be damned if my estheticians that work for me do not know their shit when it comes to retail.
Well, this is why to this day I still make product posts on Instagram, because not only am I like, I mean, like I said, I know all the products like the back of my hand, but it's also a refresher too, because how many products do we technically, even though we may not have everything on the shelf, we over 200 to 300 probably?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good amount. So it's like, I will literally do it just as a refresher to be like, oh yeah, this is great for this. You know what I mean? Like for any esthetician, like continuing to make posts about a product
100%.
and going online and just looking over it again, super helpful.
You should be able to know by the back of your hand the products that you are selling.
Yeah.
The basic functions of the formulas and the active agents within those products. I have clients that tell me all the time, they're like, Liv, I love asking you about how my products work because you break it down for me.
My clients tell me that too.
And I'm like, damn straight. That's what I went to school for.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this serum is good just because it's cute.
Yeah. No.
That ain't science.
I like the color of the bottle. Wrong.
It's purple. Or it's glittery. I like it because it's shiny. No, I hate when I see that too. I hate when a product tries to market themselves and they're like, it's so good for your skin. It's so glowy. That's not a function. Anything's glowy.
Right.
I could literally put freaking puddle water on my skin right now and my skin would look glowy.
Yeah.
What is it doing? What is the function? What is it providing in your skin? What is the nitty gritty of the formula?
What's your favorite skincare brand to explain? Because mine off the bat is Hydrinity.
Oh,
I could literally sit here and be like, and like literally explain everything down to the science about it. Oh my god.
So I'll be honest with you.
Oh my god.
Hydrinity, prestige. Skin Better, prestige.
Yeah.
But I'll be completely honest with you. One of my favorite lines to really get into is honestly Glymed, because of the fact that the science is so solid and so simplified in their products that it's so cost effective, but also really easy to understand from an esthetician standpoint and really easy to elaborate for your client. And your client can still see those amazing results. I have some clients that are like, Liv, I have a smaller budget. I'm like, not a problem. We put you on some Glymed products. Literally a couple months down the road, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to see these changes. That is exactly how that works. You may not see them right away, but that's okay. Time and commitment with those same products, you're still gonna see incredible results. It just might take a little bit longer. I love Glymed because I've been with them since the beginning, and like they really transformed my career because of their ability to explain the science behind ingredients and their products so well for me. It really helped me. I do have a background in biochem, so I have like a little bit of that that kind of like jumpstart from other estheticians that may not have that background, but that doesn't mean there's not knowledge out there that you can't have access to, that you can't also go out yourself. You owe it to your career and your clients to continue your education forward. And I offer tutoring if you want to tutor with me. I love explaining things. All right, well, I think that kind of wraps up today. We had a good like crash out at the beginning. We talked about Amazon. We talked about learning. I'd be having like one crash out a month. Actually, not even a month, a week. Sometimes when I come to the office and I look at you, I can tell all over your face that you're like, oh, she's having a crash out.
I know, I'm like, I'm scared. Again,
I just want to close this out really quick with saying, like, You know, if you are somebody who does struggle with depression, with anxiety, I myself am learning how to get through this. We are living in a day and age where it is rough out there. It is the first time in my life where I don't feel hope when I wake up, and that has been probably the scariest part of this chapter of my life. And I just want everyone to know that you're not alone out there, and if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you. Or if you just need to reach out to somebody, there are resources, and I'd be more than happy to share those resources with you guys. But just know that you're loved and you are doing the best that you can, and that's all you owe to yourself. So alrighty guys, I'm gonna get out of here because I think I'm sweating my ass off. I'm literally like drenched.
I know, I'm sticky.
I'm sticky.
Also, by the way, I would normally be like hugging, consoling. She does not like being touched or hugged,
no,
okay? So I don't want anybody being like, oh my God, you're not gonna give her a hug while she's crying. She doesn't want to be touched, okay?
Don't come for
so
me.
Nobody come for me for that.
Saying. They're like, she's such a shitty friend.
I could literally see it in my brain, like the wheels are turning. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna be like, why aren't you hugging her? She's crying, sitting right next to you. And I'm like, she doesn't want to be touched. She does not want to be touched. Like, trust me, I get it.
I wasn't hugged a lot.
No, she was not. I literally, the first time I went to do it, she goes, oh. And I was like, what?
I do find
she's like, we don't do that.
I don't mind them. I just think, I don't know what the point is to them, but that's just me.
I only hug you if you come to hug me.
That's like my tism. I don't understand
it
touch.
Is. It's your touch.
It is. Okay, guys. It was so good to have everybody
God.
here. If you're on my books today, let's share a special moment together. I really appreciate, again, everyone being there for me. So, love you guys.
Bye.
V, walk us out.